Now, after doing this, the short part, the next part we want to uh, do is going to be this front part, right? And what you are going to use to do this front part is also going to dictate what you are going to do the back part, because it's going to be a line. Now, the line is going to be like this. You have to be mindful of two things. Number one is the fact that this one is going to stay, beg your pardon, this one is going to stay like this, right? Now, the lining of this very one has to come a little bit curve and go straight. That is, instead of coming straight directly, you want to go a little bit beyond the part where overlapping is going to take place, because you still want to make sure you maintain the curvature of the overlapping that is going to happen here. So because of that, this is going to retain the curve here. Then from here downward is what we are going to use to split this from this. So that will be a ruler. That will be simply doing something like this. That is, the lining in front of here is going to come like this and come this way. Is that okay? Good. So let's quickly mark out. Good. So if we are to cut out the lining of the front part, which is apparently the easier one, we are okay. We are going to need a paper. We are going to have to draw a straight line along here. So this is the straight line here. Make sure you apply some pressure, most especially on this part where you have two paper laying on top of each other. So this part goes like this. You mark inside here, you mark inside here, you mark inside, then you mark this way, right? So you remember that this is straight, therefore you can use a ruler to continue the line, right? You fold and you just cut out, and you just cut out like this. So this lining opens up like this. You want to mark out the center, by cutting off a notch here, like this, right? So this is number one. Now to the interesting part, they are going to be in two parts, right? Number one is the part for the smaller quarter, right? And that should be able to accommodate this, or this part should be able to accommodate it. So we simply draw this dot yet again. We mark backward and forward. We mark here. We mark downward. Mark here. We mark like this, and like this. Which other thing do we have to mark? Really, there's nothing else to mark. So we'll bring this to the picture and we use it to complete the diagram. We use it to complete the diagram, right? We use it to complete the diagram in front. Then we connect a line here. Oh, sorry, I did not mark the down part. Sorry for that. Sorry about that. Mark. Alright, so these two dots here, draw a line straight. Then you bring the shot to the picture and you use it to continue the allowance mark from the top like this. Then the allowance should continue as evenly as possible. As evenly as possible. Now there will be no allowance about 2 millimeter from the end of this. So this is what 2 millimeter looks like. There's no need for allowance beyond here, just like in Oxford, right? Yes. But then this continues downward with allowance because there's no allowance on this one, right? There's no allowance on this one. We can as well use this to complete the diagram that we have here. Now mark this downward. Mark this line downward and let it catch this one, right? So also mark it downward because that is where the allowance is also going to, exactly where it's going to follow. Add about 1 centimeter allowance to it all around. Then you cut out. There's no need for allowance here because the other one has the allowance, right? Now, at about this point, make a cut here at this very junction where where we diverted to this part. Make a cut there. So this can never go. This can stay like this, or like this. We are going to see the use as we do the other part. The other part is also very similar to what we have here, just that this time we are going to need to cross over to the other part. But then let's draw the simpler part, which is uh, the media side first. Dial. Okay. Draw all the way forward a bit. Right. Which other part is left undrawn? No part, I believe. So we are going to turn now to draw the smaller part. Or better still, we can just bring the main pattern. Where is it now? We can just bring the main pattern to the picture, making sure that we are well positioned at the center line. Okay. So our allowance is also 1 centimeter. Around here. Um, Cutter. The shorts also just exactly the same way. Draw the top line and continue the allowance as uniform as possible. Then make this cut. Now this is also going to have a roughly 5 millimeter allowance all around. Now the allowance also ends about 2 millimeters in front of this guy, and it comes down like this. You also want to make this cut at this sharp end. Mm. Okay, so this is what our lining looks like. Place it down. The shorts. While the other one is this, and they individually stay here. This one stays paper tape. This one stays here. It does not really matter which one is staying on top of each other. Where is the smaller cutter? Okay, this stays here. Like this. This enters here. Okay, this stays here like this. While the big vamp covers. While the big vamp covers the big vamp covers the union like this. Then the other part, we might not be able to get. Okay, we should be able to. We should be able. We should be able. Okay. Let's rule a line here so that it can also fold. Biro. Someone pick the biro from Tana. Okay, so this fix on this like this, and it enters paper tip. and it enters this one. This ought to be on top. So this stays here. This is so hard to fold because of this. Anyways, these are the parts of the lining. When we are coupling them together in the material, we are going to see what they look like. This is one part, two parts, three parts. This stays like this. It's coming on the upper part like this. This is the lining now. Then the upper, this also enters inside there. Then the other one follows. So our pattern is in 3 pieces. 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. While the lining is in 4 pieces also. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that marks the end of the lining making and the pattern making for this section. See you when we make the upper.